thoughts on that with a couple of arrests yesterday, and I think even some talk about the high school coach possibly?
Well, let me first start. We were asked to become involved in the Steubenville case as special prosecutors. We were asked because the prosecuting attorney had a son on the football team, even though he was frankly not involved in this. So this has been our case. We've also worked very closely with the Steubenville Police Department in the investigation. I think justice was done Sunday. The job of the prosecutor is to seek justice, not to seek convictions. It's to seek justice. I think the verdict Sunday was just. We had a situation shortly after the verdict where two individuals, juveniles, posted something up on their Facebook and Twitter. One was threatening of the victim. The other was threatening to kill the victim. So that's just not tolerable. We have the First Amendment, and people have the right to express their point of view, and they have the right to be stupid, and they have the right to be wrong, but they don't have the right under Ohio law to threaten to kill someone. And so yesterday, we worked very closely with the Steubenville Police Department and the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department, our BCI agents. An arrest was made yesterday. 2 arrests were made of 2 juveniles. Those juveniles are now locked up in detention in Jefferson County. And, this has got to end. This just has to end. We have to stop the threats. And so anyone who's out there who thinks they're going to threaten anyone, we're going to take care of it. We're going to have to do what we need to do. Steubenville needs to move on. Jefferson County needs to move on, and this simply cannot be tolerated. As I announced on Sunday, we will convene a grand jury on or about April 15th. That grand jury will last as long as it takes to get to the bottom of this. We've already had an extensive investigation. We have interviewed over 60 individuals. We have analyzed, or in the process of analyzing, close to 400,000 text messages, an awful lot of other video and photographs. So there's a lot of evidence here. While we interviewed 60 people, we had 16 people who refused to talk to us. So we have a ways to go, and my belief is that a grand jury is the best way to find out exactly what the facts are. We're not looking at any one individual. I'm not going to talk about any one individual. But what we are looking at is not the rape itself. That is over with as far as the prosecution. What we're looking at is, did anyone else violate the law? Did anyone fail to do what the law requires them to do? To report a crime, for example. Was there any obstruction of justice? Was there any mandatory reporter, such as a teacher, who knew about this and did not report this as child abuse? These are all possibilities. And as I indicated on Sunday, I don't know whether we will come back with any additional charges or if the grand jury will indict anyone. I don't know either way, and we're just going to have to see where the facts take us. But we want to get this over with. Steubenville needs to move on desperately, but also the community needs to understand and feel confident that we have looked at all aspects of this case and that justice has truly been done.
What are your thoughts about the fact that we spent 4 days listening to the role of social media on this case, and sometimes a negative role, and then the same day 2 alleged threats are made on Twitter?
Well, social media is where we are today. I understand that. But people need to understand there are limits to what they can say on social media. What's sad about this case, there's a lot of things sad about it. Everything about this case is sad. There's nothing happy about this case. There's nothing happy. I was asked about the verdict. No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about anything. It's very, very sad. What's sad, particularly to me, is that the victim has had to go through the rape, the aftermath of rape, the trial, and she continues to be victimized on the social media. This is not the first time she or her family has been victimized on the social media. Social media can be a fun tool for people. It can help us communicate to our loved ones and those who are just our friends and stay in touch. But it also can be very hurtful and very harmful, and in this case, illegal.
People say a lot of stupid things online. When do you cross over from
You cross over.
stupid to threatening?
It's not a crime to be stupid. It's not a crime to be obnoxious. If that was true, I suppose many of us would get locked up, one time or another in our life. But that's not crime. What is a crime is under Ohio law, to threaten to do bodily harm to an individual or to threaten to kill someone. That is a crime in Ohio. We're not going to tolerate it.
And is this what these two teens allegedly did?
That's what they did. That's what they did. Okay, I got CNN Live here. Sorry.
That's fine. Thank
Do
you.
one last one.
Is there anything you think that schools would be involved with as far as educating students of how to use?
I think we all have. It's not just this school. This is not a Steubenville problem. This is a nationwide problem. I think we all, as families, have to talk to our kids and our grandkids, and I think schools also have opportunities. We don't want to put everything on the schools, but they have opportunities to talk to kids as well.